बेल बटन को प्रेस करना ना भूलिएगा। लेट्स स्टार्ट गेट 2021 सॉल्यूशंस। फर्स्ट पार्ट इंग्लिश पार्ट है और उसके क्वेश्चंस हैं। द पीपल वर डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन वर फ्रॉम ऑल सेक्शंस ऑफ सोसाइटी। करेक्ट ऑप्शन है ऑप्शन सी। Who, for a regular polygon having 10 sides, the interior angle between the sides of the polygon in degrees is. That's the correct option D, 144. Next question, which one of the following number is exactly divisible by 1113 plus 1? So the correct answer is option D, 11 raised to power 52 minus 1. Let's move on to the next question. Oasis is to sand as island is to. The correct option is option D, mountain. And the other question is, sleep is often overlooked by students when they are preparing for exams. Research has consistently shown that sleep deprivation greatly reduces the ability to recall the material learned. Hence, cutting down on sleep to study longer hours can be counterproductive. Which one is correct? So the correct option is option D. To do well in an exam, adequate sleep must be a part of the preparation. And the next question is, this question is related to the arrangement. There are 7 cars P, Q, R, S, T, U, V with some constraints like T and U should be parked next to each other, S and V should be parked next to each other, P and Q cannot be parked next to each other, Q and S must be parked next to each other, whereas R is parked to the immediate right of the V, T is parked to the left of U. So we have to find the incorrect one. So the incorrect one is option A. There are 2 cars parked in between Q and V. So the next part is multiple choice question. For every correct answer we will be awarded 1, and for every wrong will be awarded minus 1 by 3. So the first question is, which of the given planet has the highest average density? So the correct option is option C. Question number 2, multi-electrode resistivity tomography ERT survey using equally spaced electrodes. Which of the given configurations will provide the maximum number of data points? So the correct option is option C, axial pole dipole array. Third question, electromagnetic method of prospecting. The given option is correct about frequency and type of current source for the primary field. So which type of electromagnetic method is used for primary field? Correct option is option A, high frequency AC. Question number 4, this question is related to stratigraphy. Group is a unit of, we all know, lithostratigraphy. Fifth question, Furongian is an epoch of Cambrian, Ordovician, Triassic, Cretaceous. The correct option is option A, Cambrian. Sixth question, the stage of textural maturity of clay sandstone containing poorly sorted and angular framework grain is. The correct option is option C, immature. Question number 7, which one of the following structure indicates in sedimentary deformation? So the correct option is option D, convolute. Eighth question, the low value in SP log as observed in depressed shale is mainly due to the impedant movement of which ions? The correct option is option B, the chlorine ion. Question number 9, radioactive survey, the G ray, the gamma ray spectrometer count, it depends on. The correct option is option B, solid angle of the target rock about the spectrometer. Now we move on to next question. Dimension of radiant emittance of black body as per Stephen Boltzmann law is. The correct option is option D, m1l0 t minus 3. Next question, a surface geological process that can create a landform called is. And the correct option is option, the correct option is C, glacial erosion. So we move on to our next question. If alpha and beta are p and s wave velocities respectively, then alpha square minus 4 by 3 beta is equal to. So the given option, the answer is answer D, k upon rho density, where k is the bulk modulus. So we move on to our next question, question number 13. One of the following phases is P wave that converts to S wave during passage through soiled inner core. So the correct option is option B, PKJKP. Question number 14. In reduction of gravity data, the latitude correction is maximum at, we all know that answer B, 45 degree latitudes. Now 15th question, again related to stratigraphy. Coalifers unit of Gondwana supergroup is, we all know B, Barakar formations. So numerical answer type for every correct answer will be odd one and there is no negative marking. Question number 16th. Vertical borehole encounters a shale bed of uniform thickness occurring at a depth of 5 meter and dipping 60 degrees. The borehole passes through this shale bed for a length of 10 meter to reach a sandstone layer below. The true thickness of the shale bed is, so the correct option is option no, the correct answer is 5. The mass of a volume, now we move to on 17th question. Mass and volume of fully dried soil sample are 220 gram and 1100 centimeter cube respectively. In specific gravity of the soil particle is 2.5. Water density is 1 gram per centimeter cube. The void ratio of the soil is, so the answer is 0.25. 18th question. Constant head permeability test was performed on a vertical sand column of height 40 cm and cross-sectional area 25 cm square. During the test, when the loss of head was 50 cm, volume of water collected in 2 minutes was 300 cm cube. Applying Darcy law, the calculate coefficient of permeability of the sand column is, answer is 0.08 centimeter second. Answer question number 19. Radius r of oblate spheroid of at 45 degree latitude with ellipticity of polar flattening 1 upon 298.25 and equatorial radius of 6378140 meter is dash kilometer. The correct answer lies between 6367.44 to 6367.46. Question number 20. Light passes through two media with refractive indices 1.75 and 1.55 respectively. Thickness of both media is 30 mm. Resultant path difference of yellow light component lambda equals to 589 nanometer is, the correct answer is 64.0 millimeter. 21 question. Water table is an unconfined aquifer at a place near the coast of is 1 meter above the mean sea level. Given the density of fresh and saline water as 1.001 and 1.025 gram per centimeter cube respectively, the fresh saline water interface at the same location should be at a depth of dash meter from the water table. The correct answer is between 41.6 to 41.7. Question number 22nd. Volume percentage of galena quartz in ore body of lead are 90 and 10 respectively. The densities of galena quartz are 7.6 and 2.65 g cc respectively. The grade of the ore body is in terms of weight percent of lead is 83.30 to 83.34. So we move on to our next question, question number 23rd. Normal move out NMO for reflected phase of seismic data is 2 milliseconds. Consider the diffraction source at the edge of the same reflectors where the short point is directly above the diffraction source. In this case, the NMO due to refraction is dash milliseconds. The answer is 4 milliseconds. Question number 24. 2D seismic survey first receiver location is at, these are the coordinates of the location: 1000 meter, 4000 meter. Second receiver location 2000 meter, 4000 meter. And third source is at 2000 meter, 1000 meter. P wave velocity is 5000 meter per second. The difference in arrival time of P wave phase for two receiver is dash seconds and the answer is 0.03 seconds. Question number 25. Potential difference measured between two potential electrodes using linear array is 500 meter volt millivolt. When a current of 2 ampere is passed through the subsurface between currents electrodes, if computed apparent resistivity is 100 ohm, then the distance between the current electrodes will be dash meters. Answer is 190 to 192. Now the other part is of multiple choice question. For every correct answer will be ordered 2, and for every wrong question answer minus 2 by 3. First is correct. Choose the correct statement. Taphonomy refers to study of fossilization pathways from death of an organism to its recovery as a fossil. Option B. Bioastronomy refers to the study of fossilization pathways from burial of an organism under sediments to its recovery as a fossil. Option C. Bioastronomy is an integral component of biostratigraphy and refers to the characterization of strata based on fossil content. Option D. Taphonomy refers to the study of fossilization pathways from death of an organism to its burial under the sediments. So the correct option is option A. Taphonomy refers to the study of fossilization pathways from depth of an organism to its recovery as a fossil. Question number 27. Three statements given below. Choose the correct option. So the first statement is Gandheri Formation is a stratigraphic unit of Chhattisgarh supergroup. Statement second, Raniganj Formation is a coal-bearing Triassic unit of the Gondwana supergroup. Statement 3, Pitapani Volcanics is a stratigraphic unit of the Dhunagar supergroup. The correct answer is option C. First statement first and second are correct, but statement second is not true. Where the second statement is Raniganj Formation is coal-bearing Triassic unit of the Gondwana supergroup. Now we go to our next question. Question number 28. This is of paleontology. Equidae genera one-toed grazer was, we all know, Pleohippus. Match the following. Match group 1 and group 2 with corresponding class to its phylum. We have fossils like Platypus, Planorbis, Productus, and Acanthoceros. The correct option is A, P4, Q3, R1, S2, and Metellus is Pelecypoda, and Planorbis is Gastropoda. Productus is, we all know, Brachiopoda, and Acanthoceros is Cephalopoda. Tillite was with faceted boulders and green shale with dropstone characterize the lithology of this formation, and this formation is C, Talcher formation, we all know. And match the following. These are structure with their erosional agents. So tidal, glacial, aeolian, fluvial, we all know that star dunes are made from the aeolian S3. So we have two options S3. Now we have to find out the correct form from this A and D. And now we go on to herringbone cross stratification, and we all know herringbone cross stratification is in tidal. So option A is correct because S3 is common in A and D, but Q1 is not. So option A, P4, Q1, R2 and S3. The other question is, next question is Gangor group PGM source, match the following. So the correct option for this is P4, Q1, R2, S3. So Sargipalli PBZN is obviously Gangpur, and Amba Dongar igneous complex are rare earth element mineralization. The 33rd question is, this is a picture which shows projection represents geometry of there's a normal and these are two folds. So we have to we have to find out which kind of fold is it. So the answer is plane non-cylindrical fold, answer B. 35th question, which one of this is correct? So where does water occurs in the zone of saturation? The zone of aeration lies below the zone of saturation. Water table marks the uppermost surface of the widest zone. The depth of the purged water table is less than that of the water table. So we all know that the depth of purged water table is less than the water table. 36th question. There are indications of presence of massive tabular multi-metal sulfide ore body at shallow depth from the surface. Which of the following would be the most efficient geophysical method to confirm the presence of ore body? And we all know that self potential method of geophysical prospecting is the correct answer. The following reactions that take place in the amphibolite grade of metamorphism of pelagic rocks: kyanite plus chloride. This is plus sterolite plus quartz plus H2. Which of the following is correct reaction? So statement is correct for this reaction is option B. Initial chloride sterolite are Fe rich will gradually become Mg rich with increasing temperature. Match the following. So we all know that chalcophile is obviously chalcophile is CS. So we see P2. No. You said chalcophile. 2 का क्या है फिर? 2 का R CD. तो 38 correct on for 38 question the correct answer is answer A. P4 Q1 R2 and S3. 39 symmetry element of for point R3 crystallographic axis and two-fold symmetry, three mirror planes perpendicular to the crystallographic axis. The Hermann-Morgan notation of the group is 2 M2 M2 and M. 40th question in aqueous polyphase L plus V plus solid inclusion contains a halide daughter crystal at room temperature and pressure. Which of the following statement is correct? So the correct statement is B. The salinity of bulk aqueous fluid can be determined from the temperature of this solution of halide. Question number 41. Rock types in group 1 with their most likely corresponding lithospheric tectonic settings with the formation of group 2. So we see bionite, lamphorite, phonolite and leucognite. So the correct option is option A. P1 bonanite equals to continental anorogenic, and lamphorite is continental collision, phonolite is intraplate oceanic, and leucogranite is island arc. And 43rd question, this one is 43rd question. The mole percentage of SiO2, Al2O3, K2O in an granitic rock are 84.21, 7.89 and 7.89 respectively. Molar proportion in percentage of K feldspar in the rock is 29.9 to 30.1. 44th, zone of active normal faulting maximum and minimum in situ principal stress is comprehensive in nature, 30 millipascal S1 and 10 millipascal S3 respectively. The fault plane striking NS north-south has a dip amount of 60 degrees towards. Considering Anderson theory of faulting and using the information, the calculated normal stress on the fault plane is 15 megapascal. 45th question. Circular tunnel is being excavated in a block rock mass by drilling and blasting an excavation distributed zone disturbed zone EDZ around the tunnel extends 0.70 meter into the rock from the excavation surface. Considering the unit weight of the rock as 25 kN meter cube, the support pressure required at the crown of the tunnel to stabilize the loose blocks of the EDZ is 17.5 kilopascal. The last question. Under an uniaxial compression, a cylindrical quartzite specimen with length 122 mm, diameter 60 mm showed linear elastic behavior. The uniaxial compressive strength and modulus ratio of the rock are 150 megapascal and 500 respectively. The axial strain at 75 millipascal during the loading was dash millistrain, and the answer is 1. The sketch of a rectangular rock. For some question, this sketch shows a triangular rock mass ABC resting on joint AC inclined rock bolt having an inclination of 25 degree with horizontal is used to stabilize the slope in the bolt tension T and absolute value of shear force along the joint plane including by the bolt tension. The answer is 55 kN. A stratified confined aquifer consists of three parallel homogeneous and isotropic horizontal layers with a thickness of 10 meter, 5 meter and 5 meter. Layers have the same width. Hydraulic conductivities of the strata are 15 meter per day, 20 meter per day, 30 meter per day respectively. Water flow follows Darcy's law and is parallel to the strata considering the same hydraulic gradient for all the layers. Effective hydraulic conductivity of the aquifer is 20 meter per day. 49. A drainage basin of fourth order covers an area of 35 kilometers square. Within the basin, the total length of the first order, second order, and third order drainages are 11.5 km, 8.5 km, 4.2 km respectively. If the drainage density of the basin is 0.8 km to 1, the total length of the fourth order drainage is 3.8 kilometers. The heat flux of the Earth's surface is 60 meter Wm minus 2. If the thermal conductivity at the surface is 2.5 Wm minus 1 C minus 1, the geothermal gradient is 24 degree Celsius per kilometer. A rock formed at time 0 with T0 0 with the number of 14 carbon 14 atoms equals to 10 raised to the power 4. The number of carbon 14 atoms in log 10 after a time 10 into 10 to the 3 years. The answer is 4.565 to 4.567. Question number 53. 2 Fe2 plus 3 H2O, Fe2O3 plus 6H plus 2 electrons. Concentration of Fe2 and is 10 minus 5 molar. E0 1.98, 0.98 V and pH equals to 6. The value of 2.303 into R into T upon F equals to 0.059. Faraday F is Faraday constant. Value of EH on the Fe2 positive hematite boundary is 25 degree. So the potential difference or the current is of 0.21 to 0.22 volt. 24th question. First and second dissociation constants of H2CO3 are 6.761 and 10 to the power minus 7 and 4.68 into 10 to the power minus 11 respectively. If the concentration of H2CO3 is molar and pH equals to 6, the summation of carbon dioxide in the solution, assuming ideal condition, is 1.675 to 1.67 molar. Now the last question. A satellite orbits the Earth at an altitude of 700 km on the equatorial plane of the Earth and revolves in the same direction as the direction of rotation of Earth, considering the radius of a spherical Earth as 6300 km and acceleration due to gravity is 10 meter per second square. The tangential velocity of a satellite in the orbit is 7.52 to 7.53 km per second. फ्रेंड्स, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब और बेल बटन को प्रेस करना ना भूलिएगा. लेट्स स्टार्ट.